acceleration in their
Stop
lineup.
looking at me.
You just need to, okay, well, we'll look at the game instead, as you wish.
Thank you.
You really need to, keep your wits about you as well. Because if you mess up a little bit here on Nigma Galaxy's side, there is a ton of teamfight potential in Navi. You've got Arena with Shadow Fiend and Gyro doing massive AoE damage. You've got Global Silence, but all of those big cooldowns don't really matter if you never get to structure that type of fight, and that's what Nigma Galaxy could potentially avoid. Now, what I was thinking Navi might do is to swap their support lane so that they put the Bane against Tusk Marcy, because Sleepwalking is actually very, very good against Tusk, since then one of them has to stop hitting all the time. Like, either you're breaking the tag team away, or rather the Nightmare away from one, but then the other guy can't hit, and then you don't die on Gyro. If you're putting Silencer 5, or playing in the safe lane, you are susceptible to what the panel is talking about, being run over. However, the downside, if you do lane swap, Silencer is really bad against Lone Druid safe lane. So you kind of have to pick your poison here, and I'm curious.
So basically what you're saying is Silencer's just bad.
He's just bad in lane this game.
Gotcha.
I'm kind of leaning to sacrifice your Mars a little bit by putting Silencer there and make sure Gyro gets off to a good start, and then maybe on level 3 you can swap them around. But probably just going to stick to their guns. Well, this could be a nice little...
In a lot of trouble. Sunstrike hits, but Omar gets the last hit.
Sign of things to come here.
Yeah. Good start for NGX. Desperately needed, because this is now an elimination game for them, not just series. Whereas Navi have a little bit of extra wiggle room.
Falk was pointing out to me in the green room, we were talking about this Marcy pick, and he said that Noob is the only core Marcy who picks Pick Me Up instead of Fleeting Fury. And guess what? He did it again. So
yeah, I like it.
Everybody runs Fleeting Fury basically, because when you get your ulti unlocked, every time you rebound, you get 3 additional attacks on Unleash, and you get 3 more seconds. And of course, if you use Rebound without having Unleash activated, you just get those 3 quick attacks in a row, which...
I assume this works on the bear.
Rebound?
Yeah.
Oh, that is a good question, actually. That would be kind of cool.
It's a creep hero, so
if you could rebound the bear in, that's kind of sick, actually.
We'll see.
I
mean, that would be the main reason for getting it this game, it feels like.
Yeah. That's a good point.
Let's speak about the bear.
Yep.
It was played earlier in this tournament to much fanfare. It was a crazy game.
Yep.
What are your thoughts on the Lone Druid?
Like Fear pointed out, this lane matchup's very good. So he should be doing well against the Mars, and Pugna against Bane is also fine, so should be okay. Overall, he should be off to a good start. Generally, what I'm looking at with Lone Druid is 3 things. First of all, do you have a lineup that can take advantage of pushing towers? This game, absolutely. You have Alacrity and you have Pugna, so you're going to push fast. Second thing is, do you have good lane? Third thing is, do you have the juice?
No juice this time.
No juice.
I think all the juice is on the NGX side. 2 kills already.
And finally, to round out my trifecta of Lone Druid things to look out for, if you do go late, do you have enemy heroes that deal well with killing the bear? Gyro is not very good at it because he's a spread damage carry. He doesn't have heavy single target focus.
When it was pick ban, I mean, I figured that this would be a Shadow Fiend mid and he'd go for the caster build, but old school Shadow Fiend right click is actually good against the bear, at least historically.
Yep.
But I doubt they go for that. Do you think they pivot maybe?
No, definitely.
Again, got the juice stuck inside the shards, gets Sun-stricken, and Noob takes him out.
Oh boy.
It is early, but this is potential for snowballing, no pun intended, out of control in NGX's favor.
I mean, that's dying twice in lane before minute 3 is just not a thing at this level of care. But the problem is the lane is just borderline impossible, right? That's why I wanted to see the Bane bot instead of the Silencer, because at least you get counterplay. Yeah. Here, if you get hit by rebound, you're just dead. Like, what is Silencer supposed to do? He can look at you and like cheer for you a little bit.
I mean, he does have a fearsome face. Another Ice Shards play. And the tag team, another kill for NGX, dominating in this bot lane. Zayas now getting chased by the bear. Blood grenade applied. Sunstrike not going to hit this time. Pops the fairy fire, but I do believe he's dead. Root activates just to add insult to injury.
I'll say this. If you're also getting stumped top with Bane there, well, you're not getting stumped. Mars has decent CS, so you are getting that out of it. But it's hard to make a case for this being the correct laning if Bane is also struggling, right? Like, at the very least, you have to... I think a lot of Navi's best games have been off of Got the Juice getting a really, really strong start, but look what he has to do now. Level 2 jungling.
Ugh.
When is the last time you've seen this?
Good God. Well, depends on if you include pubs.
Level 2 in Turbo is basically 4 slots, so then you can already jungle, of course.
Man, that is as rough of a start as we've seen in our cast so far.
And you can't set anyone down here either. The support can't lane. He's just going to get... Riddy's just going to try, but he can just get dove in the tower. Zayat's close call, yeah.
Mid lane is the one shining spot for Navi.
Yep.
As Nico has had to say it. Sunstrike's not going to hit, but they have more than enough damage as Omar. I mean, this is the thing. When you dominate a lane, you can just roam around and equalize the other lanes. So now the mid lane, Sumail's going to be super happy despite having pretty big disadvantage in the CS. Well, back to base to get mana, to be able to farm.
Not to get ahead of ourselves, but this is a game that is hypothetically just a checkmate in 15 minutes. It is possible that it gets to that stage because, as you said, bottom is unplayable. If Tusk starts running mid and killing for Invoker like this and Sumail also gets ahead, you win there. Lone Druid is going to free farm now, so he's winning too. And your playmaking potential on Navi comes from levels that you don't have. So when we reach level minute 7 and it's time for Wisdoms, honestly, I think Nigma Galaxy could get both Wisdoms too. And if they do that, you're just really stuck with these two supports. Bane and Silencer without levels, they're not making moves.
Yeah.
Your mid SF, he's not making moves because he's SF. So I have to say, the current state of affairs, Navi are in major, major trouble minute 5. Maybe the most one-sided early game of the tournament.
This is really hard to watch. Got the juice, just trying to stay in XP range as the safe lane carry. And that means Noob can just have free reign. All the denies, all the last hits. Huge level advantage now.
He's watching Riddy's try to last hit as Gyro carry.
There's the dispose as GH coming in as well.
Oh my God.
Going to be able to clean up Riddy's very easily, and the Ice Shards reserved with the tag team still up as Got the Juice dies again. How dare he enter the lane? Zayat looks to be next on the list. And the nightmare you're talking about does delay things a bit. But rebound into another death for Navi. And a very long TP for Riddy's.
You know what, Shannon? We've cast a decent amount of games this TI already now. Or this road to TI, I should say.
Yep.
We've not had a total stomp. We're due for one. This is the one. There hasn't been like an absolute beatdown in any of our games, but this is the makings of stat farming here. If you have Nigma Galaxy in your fantasy roster, you want this game to go on forever.
Well, I don't think that's going to happen.
No. Well, if there is a team that could make this go on for longer than it needed to, it could be them, just based on the track record so far. But yeah, this one. Let's put it this way: if this game also ends up being a ball drop for Nigma, then it was just not meant to be. Like, you cannot ask for a better start. This is just so dominant, absolutely crushing.
Yeah, let's see if
the
they get
whole
that
map.
Wisdom Shrine.
Yeah.
GH shows up, and yeah, we have the TP, so this is going to be a fight for the right to get their own Wisdom Shrine. Omar's going to show up as well, get speared. Zayats will be able to secure it. Question is, what will it cost them? PMA? Okay, they're not going to go any further, so successful maneuver for Navi. Yeah. The first thing that has gone their way the entire game. Of course, it's going to cost them a tier 1 in all likelihood.
Courtesy of the advantage of bringing your mid, and the enemy team can't bring theirs. It's really hard for Invoker to get over there. So SF will TP and protect it.
Nice raises from Niku. GH, extremely low, will pop this stick. Good shards. And actually a dodge, unintended for the raise there, but Omar, I was going to say he's left alone, but he's able to snowball the safety,
you
and
can't
now
pick up the bear.
Indeed, that is a good combo.
That is cool. That's the kind of secret sauce you want to bring out in your elimination game.
Yeah, it's unfortunate for them that they might have already won the game before they showed it. Because Got the Juice can barely get through this Centaur.
All right, mid tower's gone as well, Sumail.
Wait, is he going to get it? It's going to be close. Can the Centaur do it?
Ooh.
It's going to be really close, but Got the Juice just lives with 20 HP. Back to base you go. The juice has been squeezed.
Yeah, not too bad. He is staying ahead of the enemy position 4 by 300 gold here at minute 8. If you're new to watching Dota, that is very sarcastic and not good.
/S.
Yep.
Just say that.
/S indeed. Yep, that's... Do you know anyone in... do you have any friends in real life that say /S?
No.
Do you have anyone who spouts Twitch memes instead of saying full words?
Yeah, you.
That's incorrect.
Noob?
That's Kezu.
He bounces. Yeah, that's true. He's got a lot of brain rot.
Yeah,
as do most of us.
Don't have to tell me that. That's true. He is. I'm not sure he's a lost cause, but maybe we can still bring him back. But he is on his way to the abyss, not the SVG abyss, of course.
Yes, of course, a different one entirely. As Zayats has found out. Meatball surprise for you. PMA shows up, first arena of the game, gets the spear onto Sumail. Niku with the Requiem from the side. Can they get their first kill of the game? No. Niku is going to get chased down by Omar instead with a solo tag team, and the Sunstrike not going to hit.
Move speed in the river.
Yeah, Niku is fine.
Wait, was that actually? Yeah, it was.
Well,
oh, he had Cobalt Cup too. Sumail not accounting for the way the river flows.
All right, well, Got the Juice finally given a little bit of space to farm. And this Diffusal Blade, when it's picked up on the bear, gonna be pretty dirty to just chase down anybody.
Yep. Hey, he's level 6.
Oh, that's another moment. I already said that. 2 to 1. We're still counting. Keep it up.
I think you're 2 to 1 on the score.
That's right. PMA/S. Meatball on top of him. Still inside the shards. An inevitable death for him. Nope. Okay. They don't have the damage. Based on how this game was going, that's the most surprising thing to happen. Uh-oh. Niku gonna get some help from Zayats with a nice nightmare. And now Noob in a very precarious spot, and that is a big kill for NAVI. Kill number 1.
Sunstrike!
Boom! Not enough.
Close call. Nice clean hit though from Sumail, but needed one more point in the Exort for that one.
Look at Sumail's Helmadom creep. Literally a lane creep. Really strong. Is that a flag bearer? Looks like it.
Yep.
And now the tier 2 pressure already at 11 minutes. And Ghost with that bear at his disposal. Nobody wants a piece of this, it seems. Well, Got the Juice is hovering nearby. Doesn't have homing missiles, so the chase potential is going to be hard, especially without a blink on PMA yet. And there is the Diffusal for the bear. Looks like Sumail has upgraded the lane creep to a tomato.
This already kind of feels like a desperation smoke, but they have nothing to make plays with. Bane is level 5, and Mars doesn't have blink, so it's really difficult to even find an angle. But they will try to walk in for an arena, it looks like, and might just...
Cold snap, he does get the arena onto 2. Global Silence to follow with a Requiem as well. 2 big kills for NAVI.
Okay. That worked.
Well executed.
Didn't get in the snowball in time.
Showing some signs of life,
Omar,
perhaps.
and that's big, so...
Ghost, though, still left alone. Call down. Gonna dissuade him from pushing any further.
I'm really surprised they pulled it off. That was with brown boots and against Snowball, but they timed it perfectly just before Snowball comes off the Global Silence. Prevents the counterplay, and Nigma Galaxy back up nowhere to be found there. The remaining heroes. Now, that was their big play, though. Those are the big ults, so now it's going to come at a cost.
Got the Juice. No more mana with that Diffusal being shown from Ghost. Gets the root, but not enough to actually finish the job, but they will be able to finish the tier 2 instead. And that is very early timing.
I think he could just ball over to mid and take it too, to be honest, if he wanted to. But I'm not sure it's the most efficient play on the map. This is kind of one of those games where you know it's a given that you're getting these towers soon. So you want to do it the most efficient way possible.
Yeah.
Your latest Ayats. Easy kill for Sumail Sunstrike.
Niku's still hovering around. Gets a stack, so it's an easy raise, but it's going to cost him. Greed will be his downfall as we see the Centaur stump come out. Dispose kill for Noob. He's got the Juice, finds a lowly support GH that may have more farm than him. No, that was an exaggeration.
Slash
can't
S.
do much about True. Damn, that was a perfect opportunity, actually.
Ghost with a little pause. Seems like he's moving his headset around a little bit.
So while we have this moment, I would like you to explain, and I know you can just read it, but it's just more fun for you to do something for once.
Okay.
The shards and ags for Lone Druid, because we were talking about this yesterday, and some of them we had forgotten, actually.
Yeah. Well, okay, let's see if I can do them all by heart, because you barely see this hero played, no pun intended, and then they've been changed a bunch. So Lone Druid's Bear's Shard is the one where he can play semi-Bat Rider with a lasso. It's called Fetch.
Yeah.
So he can grab a target and pull them toward his team, and it does damage, and it's a root, right? Then his Bear Scepter is that the bear can play independently from the hero. So that's the good old scepter where the bear is no longer leashed to you. His own scepter is where he can give Spirit Link to an ally.
Okay.
But then his bear becomes inactive, so it runs back to base, and then your ally is your bear. And his own shard is the Savage Roar upgrade, but what does it do? I actually don't remember this. Basic Dispel? Okay, I'm cheating now. I'm reading this.
Now he's reading. He was not cheating until this point.
Basic Dispel, and then move and attack speed bonus to allies and around the bear. And yourself. It was close. I got 3 out of 4.
Such a cool design, though, I have to say. This is one of, even though I'm not a Lone Druid player, the idea that your summon gets Ags and Shard is awesome.
I think the Bear Shard is actually pretty good.
Readies. He's going to get decrepified as, oh, this could be a big one onto the Lone Druid. Look at that damage. Got the juice, has got the juice this time.
Well, he fixed his headset, but this time the keyboard not getting off the true form might have made a difference there, but got caught off guard. Maybe he was microing the bear at the time. I was just going to say, I think in this game, the Lone Druid Shard, first of all, the Bear Shard, where you get the pull, I think is a pretty interesting concept. It's even better with Pick Me Up on Marcy. You could jump into the enemy and then you can pull them back. You're effectively giving the bear a blink.
Yeah, that's true.
Or a 4-staff, at least. So then Marcy can jump onto SF with the bear can lasso him back. Just hope we see it. I don't think Ghost will spend the 1400 on the shard, though. What
do you think the percent right now is? I mean, they've been getting a couple of nice kills on the Navi side. If you had to guess right now.
What the graph says?
Yeah.
25-75, maybe?
Okay.
Would be my guess.
Let's take a look.
The only one surprised. The only one surprised.
Wow.
Okay, that was pretty close.
Wow.
Pretty close. By that, I mean flawless.
Yeah.
As we've all come to expect, of course, all my predictions are true. If you check my predictions for the tournament, I probably have 0 out of 16 right.
Yeah, that was really nice.
Happy to get one.
A broken clock, right, twice a day.
That's right. I have a trivia question
steals
for
the
you.
Shrine. Go ahead.
If all heroes in a team have their shard and you kill the Tormentor, does the bear get its shard?
You know what? I would actually guess no, but
I also think it doesn't, but I don't know.
Because I don't think the bear has a net worth, right?
Yeah.
It doesn't count as an actual hero.
Plus,
it could steal it from supports, which would be really bad, right?
Well, it depends. The bear shard is better than a lot of hero shards.
Well, yeah, I'm just saying, but they would be sad about it.
Oh, yeah, we can't have that.
No, of course not.
Yeah.
It's a freaking bear.
Anything Valve have done in the last 5 years of this game is coddle up to supports and make them rich and happy.
That's why they get MVP literally every game if they place a single ward.
If you play Witch Doctor, you get MVP every game.
Yeah, that's true. So do you agree with the 75-25?
Yeah.
You don't think it's more than that? This is quite the lead, but it has not increased. Like, Navi has done a good job of kind of crawling back a bit.
The thing is...
Nope. Okay. Gonna get gripped. Another big kill potentially for Navi. Looks to be the case.
Yeah, it's nothing to jump on.
And Riddies gets credit for that one.
Wait, where is his Dom Creep, actually? Did he not have one? Oh, it's in the lane farming, so he didn't have anything to rebound on. I'm not saying that's a mistake, but it's just an unfortunate circumstance. If he had it, he might have got out.
Grumpy boy.
Yep. It's very sad.
He walks like me, actually.
Yeah.
Just waddles.
This is effectively a one-to-one with you playing racket pickleball with the racket as well there.
Yeah. Oh, gets the Congregations of the Deep right before the death. Big play from the Croaker.
So the reason I kind of agree with the 75-25 is you can see a path for Navi into this game by winning one team fight, right? And if that one moment comes to be, let's say that perfect team fight happens pretty rarely, but at least the decent ones happen somewhat frequently. Later in this game, I'm still concerned with their ability to deal with the super late game bear, but If this is the gold status in 10-15 minutes, I don't think it's that bad. And if you keep finding a little bit of random picks around the map.
NGX leaving a door open. We talked about their potential to give up these leads. GH now dies to Got the Juice.
Even if this is support kills, they're actually decently valuable.
Of course it matters.
Pugna had a killing spree, so there's bonus on that one. Got the Juice got like 500 gold for this kill. Oh. Unfortunately, the recap is not updated. I think it's still showing the Shadow Fiend one. Try again. Okay, Shadow Fiend, one more time. There it is. Oh, only 400 flat. Okay.
Got the Juice pretty close to finishing his BKB. So,
considering how his game started, this is honestly playable.
Absolutely. Right? Typically, you see the Ags beforehand, but obviously, with this much of a deficit, needs to switch it up a bit.
They're getting some decent items. Mars got Yules, SF got Kayasha. Silencer is somewhat close to a Force Staff, which is actually a very good item this game. You're playing against Ice Shards, you're playing against Tornado, playing against the Bear, even against the Pick-Me-Up, like we talked about Rebound. Just being able to reposition and kite. It's the name of the game here. If you can avoid the first volley of spells from Nigma Galaxy, they don't really have that much afterwards, and then maybe you get an arena, suddenly your big spells could just hit.
All right, well, NGX will be going for the Roche play.
Lest we forget, they were up 10-0, right?
Yes.
So the mid game has gone 2-7.
This will be a freebie, as to be expected. NAVI definitely cannot contest this yet. But they are definitely crawling their way back. There was a 6K lead at a very early stage of the game. Now it's 5K lead at 18 minutes. We've seen this lead evaporate before. He's got the Juice, able to evade that. Oh, I say that, but he's going to get defused now. Ghost with the Bear, can't attack. And now the BKB online for Got the Juice. So Ags will be next.
Zayat's protecting the Shadow Fiend. Nigma Galaxy with these double TPs down here. Surely if you make this TP move, you are connecting your heroes through the Radiant jungle and trying to put some pressure, but what can you really claim? There's going to be a Tormentor top in 30 seconds. That's what you should really be looking at. Of course, hoping to get the shard on the Bear in case it doesn't work like you think it does. NAVI are not going to let them, though. This will be a big moment. If NAVI can somehow turn this into a good fight for themselves, they could equalize the game. It's a tall order, though. This time, Lone has the Aegis.
Yeah, they should know that they're heading towards the top side.
Yeah. Oh, this could actually even be even worse. If you come through the gate after Nigma Galaxy are set up, this could be real bad. BKB on Noob is going to be impossible to run into. And yeah,
they are going to be kind of low, though, but yeah.
Just a big old waste of time for the Navi side.
Yes, so Omar going to be the recipient of the shards, so his ice shards are upgraded. Well, Got the Juice at the very least can farm the enemy triangle a bit, as Zayat's setting up for the 21-minute shrine. Might be able to get this, actually, especially if there's only one of the best heroes to secure the Wisdom Shrine.
Yeah, sleepwalking. Anything that displaces heroes or removes them temporarily from the game is pretty powerful, like Astral Imprisonment, Disruption, Sleepwalking.
Why not the most powerful displacement in the game, Cinderin? Meat Hook.
Toss.
Oh.
Well, Meat Hook is difficult because then you are also outside the ring.
Yes, but you hook and then you blink. As Zayat's ends up being spotted, unfortunately for him.
Okay, they...
So Ghost and GH both get the shrines, so NGX able to amplify their XP lead a little bit more. So Got the Juice, only has one component of the Aghanim Scepter. We haven't talked about the SF in a bit, but has the Blink and Yashakaya, so Ags will be next for him as well.
Yeah. It's an interesting game for Shadow Fiend itemization because usually you really want to get BKB after this, and you probably have to because of Invoker. But beyond that...
Gets spotted, but a nice tornado from Sumail into a global silence, though, as PMA tried to TP. It is not to be, though. drops to the deck as Sumail gets credit for it.
This is kind of costly, burning your global to try to save Mars there and Arena. I would like to see Nigma Galaxy force high ground bottom here. Like, this is a lot of advantage, but this would be even better, perhaps.
Absolutely. Niku gets the Requiem, attempted TP maybe, goes for the raises instead, knowing that he's likely to be falling to the ground as Sumail, another kill to his name.
Yeah, now you should definitely go high ground.
And that one
force the issue.
Felt like Navi were trickling back in ever so slowly, but this one really hurts.
The unfortunate circumstance of this is this Shadow Fiend kill is really good, but it means you've split your heroes 2 and 3, so you can't really force bottom, and the top wave was pushed in far enough that Ghost can't really go and hit there either. But there's still going to be global and arena cooldown for a little bit if you wanted to poke. Considering you have that Aegis, why not? Just need everybody there. Need a Lakby on the bear, need the Pugna there. Not exactly executing it too fast though, so I guess the moment is gone.
Yeah, only 40 seconds left on the Aegis, so NGX gonna play it a bit safe, it seems. And in terms of the bear, what items does he have right now? The actual bear has the Mjolnir and the Diffusal Blade, and now we'll be going for the Aghanim Scepter, so no leash.
Yep.
Tornado from Sumail with the meatball to follow. Ice Shard's not going to fully connect, but Zayat's walking into the Sunstrike. It's not quite enough to get the kill as Noob comes in with the Unleash, and now the punch from Omar. Global Science a little bit too late, though. PMA drops to the deck. The bear, though, taking considerable damage. That's going to be the bear down and out.
Okay, not too bad of a defense, really. You lose Mars, you kill a bear, you force BKB from Marcy. You do have to spend global, though. But yeah, Nigma Galaxy can just choose to not commit and still retain solid map control. Would love to see them pick up a gem here. I feel like when you're in this dominant of a position, just keep locking down the map as much as possible. Triple Essence Ring, that's true. Pretty good against Gyro to have Essence Rings.
All right, well, Got the Juice can get his Ags. The question is, can he get to the secret shop, which might be a tall order considering NGX are in that area at the moment.
Scanning.
And they scan their triangle. Sumail's going to show a little bit north of it, but this looks like an opening for Got the Juice to be able to snag that bad boy.
It looks like Noob is queuing up a Linken's for his Marcy against Bane in particular. I suppose when you do jump in with your ult, Bane has a little bit of cast time on a secondary spell, but a lot of the time we see Marcy's in this slot just get a Basher and just kill a core. So I don't know if this is a bit too defensive, because even if you get gripped, you can still get saved by supports, unless we're talking the Nightmare scenario where you get caught and globaled and therefore cannot be protected and you are the target. Don't know if that's what you really should be building for rather than all the positive ones.
Well, Zayats has his sights set on Aghanim Scepter on the Bane as his second item.
Yeah?
Very ambitious.
Good luck with that. At the very least, he does have, well, hang on, Lone Druid has his shard, right? Yeah. So
this was probably an instance where it Got the Juice regrets going for the BKB first. Hasn't needed it.
Yeah.
The Axe would have helped him farm quite a bit. PMA spotted out and taken out. Omar in the meantime is going to take a call down with the Rocket Barrage to follow. So at the very least for Navi, they get a trade, but again, core for support.
Kill this illusion. Got him.
Oh, they sure did. 11K lead now for NGX, and we'll find out shortly how long Roche is going to take to spawn. Got the Juice. Going to see some creeps here. Takes out one of Sumail's. feel like that theoretically is decent against Helms, later in the game at least, having a gyro.
Yeah, especially if there's more than one. Flak Cannon is nice to kill multiple targets that aren't too high HP. Yeah, it's alright.
So, do you think this was more of a draft issue, or, I mean, I know you were harping on the lanes a lot, that they could have switched things up. I mean, in the end, though, do you think that made all the difference?
I think it made a huge part of it, and I think, yes, it is a draft issue, and if they swapped the supports around, I think it would have been better, but they would have still lost. But I think they would have lost by less, and that's what you have to strive for in games where your lane picks just aren't the best. It's about stemming the bleeding and not getting run over.
Right.
Everything that has happened in this game is a consequence of the first 5 minutes. And you could say that every time, because yes, obviously the early game comes first, but the extent to which Nigma Galaxy are leading was built in the first 5.
NGX, they got the juice, gets punched in the air and destroyed.
No buy.
No buy at all.
Only bye-bye.
As Riddies will
nice
dodge the tornado, but just a matter of time before he's found. Now a lightning bear is after him, gets rebounded in his face. Requiem will be used, help take out GH. But now the rest of NAVI have to get the hell out.
And Nigma Galaxy with that smoke, they find a connection on Gyro, but they don't have the waves to hit high ground once more, so probably just going to turn into a pick-off and then farm.
Roche is up too.
Yeah. Well, as I say that, maybe this mid-wave makes them tempted to go and do some damage, but the bear needs another 10 seconds to even get there. Yep, they're just going to zone control instead. No push. PMA in the meantime takes their wisdom.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Zayat's
stacking the enemy ancients.
yeah.
For his gyro, I'm assuming.
And now the Roche attempt for NGX. Should be a freebie. As the bear, I believe, has the Ags now. Indeed. Autonomous bear.
Yep. Omar did switch away from the Lincolns into Basher, so I agree with that choice. I think now the Lincolns gets more appealing, or the Blink that he has queued up. Also not mad at that. So you can Blink, initiate, and then if you get in trouble, you can rebound out, or you can rebound the bear in still as you're fighting. Different options.
Sumail sees the Bane. Cataclysm greets Zayat's little nightmare himself, but delays the inevitable as Niku also spotted out and will be brought down easily. A big kill for NGX. 12k lead continuing to grow now as damage rune spawns on the top. Feels like all the stars are aligning for NGX to try to push for the high ground.
Yeah, this 50-second death timer on SF is a pretty big deal. And now Lone Druid has the Ags, so he's going to ramp up his farm massively. He can now farm jungle and lane at the same time. He can split push whenever he wants to, hit high ground, and yeah, Sumail is connecting with the bear here. So it looks like a plan now. Alacrity on bear, Invoker with the amp damage. This is going to be a tough hold.
Got the juice. Oh boy, Walrus punch in the air. The Global Silence comes in to pop the BKB. Not quite dead yet. Gets Force Staff away. So does survive the onslaught from NGX, but again, their buildings are going to melt in the midst of the bear attack. Fortification comes out.
So what I was looking for earlier when I was talking about Lone Druid Shard is he needs a way to remove Enfeeble. And since he has Shard, he can Roar the bear as a Dispel. So that historically was a pretty good way for Bane to counter Lone. It was actually just enfeebling the bear, but pay your way out of it for 1,400 gold.
And Ghost Bear has come back after getting a nice healing session. And Nightmare to delay a bit. Sumail, another Alacrity though. This should be the end of the melee racks.
It's enfeebled though. He has cooldown on Roar. He's gonna roar now, surely.
Very softly.
He's not roaring. Now
there we go. So full lane for NGX. Very methodical approach, and still 2.5 minutes on the Aegis, which, by the way, they gave to Marcy in this case.
I like putting it on the Marcy here. I think Noob's job is to just cause chaos. He just needs to jump in and start killing someone and force out spells. not pop his BKB on his first life, maybe not even pop Unleash. You just blink in and dispose someone. And then as the fight develops, he can go full ham if he wants. Otherwise, just the chaos he's creating. The pressure between that, the bear, and Pugna hitting towers, it's going to be really difficult for Navi to make the right decisions.
And I'm sure for NGX, their plan is to go for another set of racks in this 2-minute window. Maybe even try to end the game. Tornado into the meatball. Got the juice, has to pop the BKB. Unleashed from Noob, doing quite a bit of damage to the gyro. Will turn his sights onto him again. He's just continuing on. The bash does hit. Gets speared finally to a tree. Cataclysm to follow, though. Zayats is going to be taken out by Sumail. And most of Navi have to back away.
They used so much. They used Global, they lost their Bane, they used Gyro BKB.
And now the Alacrity Bear going to town on these buildings. PMA gets off the arena only onto one, though, and there's not going to be any follow-up because Gyro has his hands full with 2 bears just running straight at him. Niku not able to do too much here as Ghost, is he actually going to get this kill? Gets Yules at the last moment. Now the Requiem to force him back. That's actually a lot of damage on the Requiem. Spear does hit Ghost, and that is the death of the lone Druid. Big kill for Navi. As Omar gonna get healed up. And Sumail actually jumps in with a tornado as well. Likely to be no follow-up. Do they continue this push?
Remember, the bear is still in play.
The bear is still alive. Because of that Aghanim Scepter, and they're gonna find the Shadow Fiend inside the Ice Shards. Has to buy back. As now the fortification comes out again. This is likely the last one. As the grip actually does find the marks, but a nice snowball save. Niku inside the shards. This is going to be a dieback on the Shadow Fiend. And Ghost Bear can just finish the job. Gets the melee racks. That's the important one. And NGX gets out with most of the bodies. I mean, in that whole engagement, was it just the 1 kill on Ghost?
I think so. Oh, wait, they got the Marcy Aegis.
The Aegis, sure.
So, yeah. And you could even make the case that Ghost overdove that, didn't need to play that aggressive. He could have taken the barracks probably, but wanted to go for the killing blow. Not quite enough, but fortunately for Nigma Galaxy in this game, they're in such a commanding position that mistakes are pretty reparable. Seems like it should just be a matter of that they're all like, there's 50 seconds on this SF because of the dieback. You have so much time. You can take Tormentor, you can push out all the lanes, you're going to get a shard now for GH, which is relatively inconsequential, but...
Tier 1s, all 3 up. Crazy. The fact that this has lasted 35 minutes is more surprising than anything.
Radiant are scanning.
Yeah, this might be the first game of the tournament that a team hasn't lost a tower.
Was that in the fantasy?
I don't think so, but... Yeah, it's a rarity nowadays that a team loses control of the game that hard, that fast. You're usually able to get some sort of a trade where you get the enemy safe lane tower and trade some space, whatever. See you later, Riddies.
Yep, Cataclysm's coming for you. Goodbye.
Oh, they found Zayats
too. Yeah, both supports dead just like that. One does have buyback, though.
That is... One way to end the game is to not even have to take the team fight for it.
Yep, no global silence likely for the rest of the game. Got the juice. Goodbye as well. And he does not have buyback either. So 70 seconds, this should do it. GG's called. Okay. That was technically a game of Dota. NGX start out the game 9-0, and they've just dominated all the way through this, forcing a game 3.
Yeah, that was